Okay, so this is my class's number 4. If you have anybody else, this is your number 5. So it says each year Caroline deposited a certain amount of money in an account which pays an annual interest rate of R, so that at the end of each year, the balance in the account is multiplied by a growth factor of X equals 1 plus R. $600 is deposited at the start of the first year, an additional 600 is deposited at the start of the next year, and 200 at the start of the following year. Write an expression for the value of the account at the end of the 3 years in terms of the growth factor X. So they want us to just write the equation. So the way that we do this, if you remember from when we did this in class, is that the $600 is how much they're depositing. So they're going to deposit $600, and they're telling us that it's the expression after 3 years. So that means that after they deposited the $600, after it's been there for a year, they're going to multiply it by X, which is that 1 plus the rate that they're getting on it. So that's the amount of money that they're going to earn for leaving it there for a year. Then they left it there for the first year, they left it there for the second year, and they left it there for the third year because it says 3 years. Then this one, the next year, they deposited another $600. So they're going to add another $600 the next year. Now this one, they only got the interest rate for the second year and the third year. So they only got 2 years of interest rate because they missed the first year with that $600. And then they added another $200 the start of the next year. So this one's only been in there for 1 year. So this is X. So it's been there for the end of the third year, they get the interest rate. So when I rewrite this, this is going to be 600 X to the third because this was there for 3 years, plus 600 X squared because this was only there for 2 years, and then plus 200 X because this was only there for that last year. That would be our equation. Now, if I had written a different equation that looks maybe something like this. And I asked you questions about this one. Sorry, the board's being silly, so I'm taking a while to write this out. And they wanted you to kind of explain what happened. So you would say that the $400 they deposited 6 years ago, the $300 they deposited 3 years ago, the $400 they deposited 2 years ago, the $200 they actually deposited 1 year ago, because that's why there's a 1 here. And then the 100 must be something that they just deposited and it hasn't been in the account for a year to get the interest rate on it. And so we see it skipped. This exponent is 6, so it skipped exponent 5 and exponent 4. So they must not have deposited anything in year 5 and year 4, or like 4 years ago and 5 years ago. All right, so that's question 4 for my class and question 5 for everybody else's class.